Hello movie lovers, Bob for Bob's movie review here, and today I'd like to review for you a movie I just watched called Halloween Kills. This one was sent to me for review by Universal Pictures Home Entertainment. If you guys get a chance to check this one out, love to hear your thoughts down in the comment section. I will include more information with affiliate links to purchase one down in the description. So I watched this one yesterday, and I'm glad that I kind of slept on it, thought about it, and didn't just post my review right away. Now, I was very hyped up about this one. Of course, there's so many Halloween fans, and this is a direct sequel to the movie from just a few years ago called Halloween. Now, there's been so many Halloween movies and reboots and whatnot, so it can be a little hard to follow. And I had forgot that this series was supposed to run after Halloween 2, kind of just erasing all the other movies. Now, I haven't seen Halloween 2 in a long time. It's been several years. I think this movie kind of ties into that one a little bit, in that they do go back to 1978, which was unexpected, but I actually kind of liked it. They go back to the night he came back, and he comes back and goes on his murder spree or whatever. And Halloween 2 takes place the same night. It just basically continues the story. And there was some stuff from the past, and I didn't recognize it, and I had seen Halloween more recently, so I'm guessing it's from Halloween 2 because it seemed kind of familiar. I could be totally off, but that's what I'm going with. So in a similar fashion, this one takes place just directly after Halloween, and Lori with her daughter and granddaughter are going to the hospital because she's been very badly injured. Now, a team of firemen go to put out the fire that was set to kill Michael Myers once and for all. Now it's to be expected that at the end of every Halloween, Michael Myers will be dead or presumed dead, and in the next movie, he will not. It's just an expectation. And that's what happens. The firemen let him out. So I don't have any issue with that, but they let him out. And then they have this really terrible scene where Michael Myers kills all the firemen, and it's kind of a messed up idea that he's going to kill all the firemen. And the execution of it, they all just kind of stand there, including one fireman tries to kill him by spraying him with the fire hose, and just stands there while Michael Myers comes up and stabs him in the face with some kind of fireman's tool. I don't know what it's called. And I'm just like, oh man, dude, you couldn't have ran away, like done something. Just stood there. Okay, so then Michael Myers escapes, and he is trying to find Lori probably, or get back to his home. And, he finds lots of victims along the way. Now, I thought, all this part was cool. I loved the visuals of it. I loved the music. And then they get this idea that the whole town is now going to turn on Michael Myers. They've had it with him. They're done with his kill everyone attitude, and they're going to all form like a giant posse and go after Michael Myers. And I kind of was thinking about that, and I was like, this is a different idea. You think about all the movies, it's always just a couple people, maybe a couple police, and just a couple of crackpots who believe in Michael Myers who are after him. It's never a large amount of people. And I was like, okay, you get the whole town together, and they could stop him. They could stop him. It's possible. It's possible. Then for some reason they go off the deep end and they start calling the mob the evil. Or they start calling the mob the bad guys. They become evil. They become the bad guys. Where did this even come from? Other than the fact of just in our society now we have this idea of mob mentality and how it can really lead to some bad things. But I don't understand in the movie, no, Michael Myers is the bad guy and not the people who are after him. That's such a stretch. It makes no sense in the movie that the mob is the bad guy. Now they end up kind of going after this guy and he commits suicide. Why? I don't know. I don't know why he committed suicide. But, so then Michael Myers ends up back at the family home, and they do manage to kind of surround him. Now, it was kind of cool because they brought back, the two kids from the original movie, Tommy and whatever, I can't remember the girl's name, and just the survivors basically from the original movie come back to this movie. I don't know if it's the same actors or anything. I didn't look, but basically there's the characters. So it's kind of cool, and they had a new character who I don't think was in the original movies, and they just kind of had this stuff they filmed to bring him into the movie, and it was a really cool idea. I really liked that. Besides just Laurie Strode, they brought back all these characters, and that was fun. There were lots of unique kills. I don't know that there were any too similar kills. He would always use like a different weapon, a light bulb, a knife, or a different kind of knife. You know, just all these kinds of things that he used, and maybe he used the same thing twice. You know, but they were very unique and different each time, and it really didn't feel like he was just kind of doing the same thing over and over. Except for some reason that wasn't really told why. He kind of posed the body sometimes afterwards, or like he'd have like a dying couple and they were in separate rooms and he'd like bring them together, and I don't know, I was confused by that. So I'm not going to say what happens with the mob once they get him, but I do wish they had just ended it. They kind of keep going, and this really bizarre thing happens where they're basically like, Michael Myers isn't a man, he's fear itself, and you can't kill fear, and it just really ruined the end of the movie. I was like, what are they even doing? This is such a dumb ending. Now, it does have an alternate ending. I looked to see if it was available in the special features, and it wasn't, so I think you have to watch the extended cut with the alternate ending, so I didn't go through all that to see the alternate ending, but yeah, I just did not like the way they ended this at all. In fact, it was an extreme disappointment. You every time you watch a Halloween movie, like I said at the beginning, you expect him to die at the end and be alive at the beginning of the next one. It's going to happen every time. So this whole idea of this mob is evil, it just did not belong in the movie. I understand if they're trying to make a social commentary or whatever, it does not fit in the movie. It's not needed in the movie, it doesn't fit in the movie, it does not belong in the movie. And the ending where they kind of say, you know, he's unkillable, he's not even a man, he's just fear, and you can't kill fear, and you know, it was so terrible. I just did not like the ending. So while there were lots of cool kills, and you know, it was kind of graphic, and there were lots of cool things happening, great visuals, there were so many great visuals, great effects in this. I just, you know, I was very disappointed in the story, with just a few things that I liked. It's probably one of my least favorite stories in the Halloween franchise. Not as bad as Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, but just not a movie that I was super into. So I give this one a 2.5 out of 5. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you haven't already, subscribed for more videos, check out Chess videos, and I'll see you guys next time.